What's up everyone, it's officially the day of the blindside on Big Brother 24, which means it's the final day of duets on TV Talks with Tom. Now folks, it's been an absolute pleasure singing duets all week. Now let's go out singing like a family like they do at the end of Greece with this classic. They go together like butter, blindsides and butter beans. Nicole and Daniel are, for a lack of better words, total huge assholes. Ameerah is going tonight, Nicole and Daniel will be shocked. Whoa, yeah! Taylor's a queen, Daniel and Nicole are simply straight up mean. He's budget Elvis and rooting for Paloma after she has left the house. Leftovers now have control and they are targeting the douchebags. Douchebags. Blindsides and butter beans and blindsides. Blindsides and butter beans. Folks, it's been a wonderful week of duets. Blindsides, butter beans, and the blindside is tonight. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already and you want quick, concise and fun live feed updates on your YouTube feed, why wouldn't you? Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button as well as the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Alright gang, it's officially the day of Blindside Day. I am unbelievably excited. For me, in my opinion, this is probably the most exciting eviction night I have ever covered on YouTube. And probably since I started watching Big Brother, which was in Big Brother 19. I know the excitement for the seasons that followed weren't that great. Maybe 20, you could make an argument for 20, and some are 23, but this eviction cancels out everything else. Tonight is going to be amazing. It's going to be mega, and amazing is the key word. I've said it so much this week that I'm just getting to the point now where I'm just going to make it a meme, and I'm going to continue saying it because, folks, say it with me. Tonight is going to be amazing. We're getting a good old-fashioned blindside, and after what you hear, what I've got to tell you today, my word, you're going to be even more excited for it tonight. So stick around, folks, and we'll get into everything that is going to lead up to tonight's blindside and who's actually going to have those shocked faces when Julie Chen Moonves reveals those votes. Alright gang, we are looking at a mega blindside tonight. This is going to be something incredibly exciting because Ameerah is wandering around the house and she is saying, I've got the votes to stay. We've seen her talk in the DR saying this game's easy. We've seen her talk outside the DR going, this game's easy. Oh man, I mean, is it really going to be easy when you sat talking to Julie in, less than probably 12 hours when you guys are watching this video? Some of you will be watching it a couple hours before Ameerah is sat with Julie. This is incredible. And not only that, Ameerah actually isn't the most confident person. The most confident people are some people that you may have heard of and you may have seen on the episode last night. Nicole and Daniel, who are quickly becoming America's most hated TV stars. Wow. I mean, let's just talk about last night. Because obviously the feeds cut when that fight happened. That was hard hitting. I knew as soon as it came on the TV, I thought, I'm going to have to talk about this in tomorrow's update. And here I am right now. I teared up for the first time ever. I cried for the first time ever while watching, not first time in life, but first time while I was watching Big Brother. That was difficult to watch. To sit there as Daniel came into the bathroom and started to berate Taylor, and Taylor thought it was a joke as well, so she went along with it, unbeknownst to her, because she's done nothing wrong. Why would she assume anything would be bad? And then when he dragged her out to the living room and he started bringing Paloma into it, when Taylor said that's not fair and her voice kind of went, my heart broke. I'm not even kidding, my heart absolutely broke. I went, and then the tears started flowing. It was just awful. And I'm so glad that the casual viewers who don't watch the live feeds, and all of us actually who do watch the live feeds that didn't get to see that, got the opportunity to see that in the episode. Because that just showed absolutely the disgusting conduct of Nicole and Daniel and how scummy they've been towards Taylor. And then, of course, we saw the leftovers form at the end, which was wonderful. And it's so nice to see a little bit of justice in the tables being turned. And Nicole is wandering around the house being incredibly confident about the vote tonight. And she spent a lot of the day talking to Terrance. And she was apologising to Terrance. And she was apologising to Terrance's wife, Tracy. And it was like she was the kingpin of the house. She is so cocky. She is so overconfident. She is so arrogant. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. She's saying all these things, you know, you're my soulmate in this game, Terrance. And then she starts tearing up and breaking down and crying. And then 5 seconds later, she's straight-faced like that. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Emotions are up and down in the Big Brother house. But to me, to go from to... That's interesting. And definitely something to, you know, just ruminate on and think about. Because Nicole has shown all of her colours over the past few days. Her true colours have shone through. And she has not shown herself to be very nice, at least in this game of Big Brother. Man, am I glad that she is going to get blindsided tonight. She is confident that Ameerah is going to stay. Hence why she's gone on the Terrance goodbye tour. And it's going to be an 8-3 vote, I think. That's what I mean, some votes might shift regarding sympathy votes, etc. Nicole even considered giving Terrance a sympathy vote because she's that confident Ameerah is going to be staying. Oh my God. Let me know if you're excited about tonight, folks. I really would love to know because, I mean, for me, I just want to take a moment right now for us all to celebrate. This is mega. We never get Big Brother weeks like this, so celebrate in the comment section, please. I would love to see all that. But yeah, it's going to be an 8-3 vote. Nicole and Daniel and Jasmine, off the top of my head, I believe, are going to be voting out Terrance. And yeah, and they're going to be, goodbye, buddy. I'll miss you, Terrance. You're a great guy. Then all of a sudden, Terrance will live another day. And Nicole, Daniel and Jasmine, the horrible people of the season, will be blindsided. And Ameerah will be out the front door. And it's Big Brother. That's what it is. And all of a sudden, Nicole, who is... She even said at one point, she goes to Terrance, I was in disbelief. I've stayed up all night, by the way, watching feeds. I haven't even slept yet. I was watching her say to Terrance, I'm going to make it to finale night. I'm going to be one of those two people in the seats. I just know it. She is so confident. And then, you know, in less than 12 hours now, folks, she's going to be at the bottom of the house. She's going to be at the bottom of the pecking order. And she's going to be one of the targets next week alongside Daniel. Man, I love it when justice is served in Big Brother. And tonight we're going to get a big old plate of blindside butter beans and justice. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. There's that word again, because it is going to be amazing, and I stand by that. Nicole's overconfidence is finally going to come bite her, and it's going to be beautiful to see. Okay, now for a little bit of an uncomfortable update here, folks. I just saw this on Twitter. I didn't see it on the feeds, but I saw it on Twitter, and someone had clipped it together. And I am quite frankly in utter shock and disbelief right now. I just saw... I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, so you can find it on Twitter. You can find the clip on Twitter, folks, if you look for it. If you just search Kyle and Alyssa, BB24, it should show up. Alyssa kind of like leans into Kyle's arm, and Kyle goes, what did you just do with my arm? Did you sniff it or did you smell it? And she goes, no, I licked it. Which she did. And then there was another part where they're in the bathroom, and obviously we know there's a couch in the bathroom that goes kind of around the corner. And Kyle stood up, Alyssa's lying down, and she takes her finger and starts like midway through Kyle's stomach and slowly brings her finger down towards his crotch area, just off to the side. And then Kyle kind of like backed off. I'm like, whoa, you crazy girl. Like, you know, try to do it in a joking way to kind of lighten the mood. That's not appropriate. That is not okay. Wow. It's tough what to say on this one because it's very, very inappropriate. You could tell, because obviously we know Kyle is not interested in Alyssa. Alyssa's very interested in Kyle, though. That's inappropriate. If Kyle did that, and I'm not playing any card here or anything like that, but if Kyle did that to Alyssa, if Kyle was caught licking Alyssa's arm or stroking his finger down her chest and down to her crotch area, there would be hell on. Either way, it's very inappropriate. Yikes. Alright, more delusion from Nicole now. A lot of today's updates are centered around Nicole because she has just made headlines on Twitter regarding, her delusion. I mean, let's not even sugarcoat it. It is delusion. So after she gave Terrance a Lifetime movie speech about him leaving and saying sorry to his wife, she then moved on to looking at Turner, the HOH, because they were in the HOH room. Turner came up. And she looks at Turner, as you know, folks, who is the head of household. I've got kind of a transcript right down. It was along these lines anyway. And she said something along the lines of, she looks at Turner, who is in charge, and says, the general consensus of the house is Terrance being evicted. I don't think it's going to go the way you want. I'm just wanting to give you a heads up. And Turner goes, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Turner knows. Did I say Terrance there? I meant to say Turner, but Turner knows what's going to happen. Oh, I've got the biggest smile on my face over this because it's just beautiful. Turner and Terrance, I think, both know that something's going on here, and Nicole's just, ranting and ranting. She talked, I'm not even kidding, she talked for about 45 minutes straight. Terrance didn't get a word in edgeways. Turner barely did. Then all of a sudden Nicole was like, I'm going now. And then Turner shifted closer to Terrance after Nicole had gone, and he goes, I'm the HOH. I know what's happening. Terrance, you've got to keep this between us. Promise me you won't tell anybody, but you're not going anywhere tomorrow night. You're staying. And Terrance says, my word's my bond. I'm not saying anything. And I don't think he will. Terrance is chill. Terrance is, he's somebody who's unbothered by anything. I mean, I put a meme out that was like basically Terrance's face when Nicole said you're getting evicted, and Terrance's face when Turner said you're staying. And the face is exactly the same on both. He's just like, okay, let's do this. It's like he just goes with the flow. He has been a flop in some aspects in the fact he's jumped on the Taylor hate train, but he's slightly, out of everybody who's outside the leftovers, he's the one who's getting closest with the leftovers, which is pretty fascinating. That's something to state. So I hope Terrance has time for redemption as well, because I really want to root for him, but I'm struggling to at the fact he's on the Taylor hate train. If he can actually come to the realisation like the rest of the leftovers have, then brilliant. Get Terrance into the leftovers, and I would love that. But yeah, he just seems to go with the flow, and he is not telling anybody. I think Terrance knows he's going to stay. And what I'm praying for tonight, what I would love, and I hope everybody else is feeling the same, I hope Julie does that line. I hope she does the "you are safe" line. So she announces in front of the living room. So Daniel, Nicole, Jasmine and Ameerah are all feeling confident. And Julie goes, by a vote of 8-3, Terrance, you are safe. Ameerah, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Oh, the faces on people would be incredible. I would love to see it. Please, please, Julie, if you are watching this, which I know you are not, and to the Big Brother gods, please let us get a "you are safe" line tonight. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. This is huge. This is huge, as I've said a million times in this video. It's really, really exciting, and I will be going live tonight before the episode for some pre-eviction blindside butter beans hype, so hope you can join me there, folks. Bring yourself along a drink and some nice snacks, and we can just chat about loads of random things, about Big Brother, about life, about hype, about the game. It's fun. It's 1 hour, and it's your turn, folks, to be asking the questions and talking rather than me talking, so it's going to be exciting times. But thank you, everybody, for joining me. I hope everybody is keeping well. I will remind everybody that channel memberships are now available, and thank you to the people who've joined me so far. It means the world to me. But yes, folks, you can now join the channel, and there's different tiers, and under Head of Household, Jury Roundtable, and Blindside Butterbeans. So, folks, check that out and become a member of TV Talks with Tom. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you're all staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there. And remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.